The man slapped Tony so hard his head was buzzing. Today was supposed to be Tony's confession day, but his girlfriend suddenly announced that her fiancé was actually her first love. Tony just wanted an explanation, but her brother beat him up without mercy. 3 years ago, they were a loving couple, but her family never approved of their relationship because they looked down on Tony for being a shop assistant. What they didn't know was Tony was actually the heir to a wealthy family. To avoid making his girlfriend feel inferior, Tony chose to work in retail and keep his identity hidden. On her mother's birthday, her mom kept trying to match her with the first love, but the girlfriend always refused. That day, the rich boy said he'd buy a gift for the mom, and they walked right into the store where Tony worked. The first love immediately pointed Tony out as her boyfriend. The girlfriends, mom and brother, looked at Tony with contempt and ordered him to serve them like a servant. Tony knelt down to help her mom with her shoes out of love for his girlfriend, but was kicked away by the whole family. They scolded him for being unworthy of their daughter and demanded they break up, saying only the first love was good enough for her. The rich boy warned Tony that the girlfriend would soon be going abroad and never really loved him. In fact, it was Tony who secretly arranged the overseas opportunity for her. When she found out, she was thrilled. She promised Tony that after 3 years, she would return and marry him, and told him to wait for her. But that promise marked the beginning of Tony's tragedy. While she went abroad to build her future, Tony took over the family business and prepared a massive dowry worth billions, waiting for her return so he could propose. One day, his assistant told him she had completed her program abroad and would announce her fiancé the next day. Tony thought she was preparing a surprise for him. He invited his mother and 3 sisters to the event to introduce them to his future bride. Tony arrived with excitement and a gift in hand, only to witness her standing on stage. Announcing her fiancé was the first love. Tony's heart dropped. He had waited so long for this day, thinking the hard times were over and he could finally reveal his true identity. But she proudly said that Tony was just a shop assistant, not worthy of the life she had now. She claimed the rich boy was the best choice she had ever made, unaware that her success was built on Tony's support from 3 years ago, and that leaving Tony was the most foolish decision she could have made. She was blinded by a shallow fantasy and had completely forgotten Tony's love and sacrifices. Her words shattered Tony's heart. She even told him to get out immediately and warned him not to force her hand. Tony quietly pulled out the receipts of everything he had done for her over the years, but she snatched them and tore them up on the spot, ungratefully saying his support meant nothing, ripping apart every piece of love Tony had ever given her, and ending their relationship completely.